let's kick some lazy bum ass! And if this guy is anything like me in that he's totally unable to do anything for a while after being forcefully woken up, then this is going to be a very easy win. But enough about easy wins for now. I just wanted to come back to the Elite Four run that I've had a few days ago, that I show you guys. The problem with what happened is that you guys tried to poke into my logic at every turn, and you know, I don't mind that at all, because I poke fun at Nintendo logic all the time, so it's only to be expected that I would be under scrutiny as well. But the thing is that I'm doing an LP. I'm recording and I'm commentating at the same time, so it's not just a regular playthrough, no matter how much I may make it look otherwise. Because, yeah, as I said, I have to think about what I have to do. I have to commentate on it at the same time. And let me tell you, when I do those Elite Four runs on my own, I allow myself a lot more time to think than when I'm recording. I can take over a minute sometimes just to decide on the best course of action. And that's a luxury that I simply do not have. Hang on a second. Yeah, just one trouncing has totally changed him. He's never going to sleep on the job again. And I would make fun of how this isn't true at all, but it might be because we don't see that guy ever again in the game. So now that that's done, I'm just going to be fighting a few trainers in the basement here. Oh, we got the guy that's seasick, if I remember. Yep. So, yeah, as I was saying, I just can't afford to wait for a minute just to take one action while I'm recording. And even if I did that, I am so intensely focused on what I do that I couldn't commentate at the same time. So, those mistakes that I've made, such as, you know, why didn't I just kill the Charizard with Raikou to begin with? Well, it has a lot to do with that, and the fact that I can't really afford to think while I'm recording, and while I have to provide commentary for it as well. So, as a result, you get what happened, and I don't think anyone would complain about that, because me making more mistakes gives people more to talk about, and it's also a lot funnier when something funny happens, like losing my Lugia, because I'm not really playing at my full power. So I hope you'll find it in you guys to forgive me for my unforgivable sins, and yeah, speaking of the Elite Four run, something else that I wanted to talk about. As far as Part 70 is concerned, and only Part 70 it seems, some people have gotten extra features that aren't in any other video, not even other videos of mine, like Part 71 or 72 or even 69, but yeah, a few of you seem to have gotten a few new features like double speed or something like that. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm being told that it's only working on Chrome, and for this particular video to boot. Now, I don't know why that happened, and I want you to know, guys, that it has nothing to do with me. This is not my doing at all, especially since I don't even use Chrome. I use Firefox, and I don't even have access to these features myself. And as I said, it was only on that one video, so maybe there was a glitch in the system, and this video ended up having some features that they are planning to implement into YouTube at some point in the future. But if that's the case, then why just restrict it to Chrome? I think we all know the answer, okay? It's just, you know, the fact that YouTube belongs to Google and stuff like that, so yeah, let's add some new features, but only have them available for people who use our browser. Yeah, and people wonder why I think Google is almost on Microsoft's level when it comes to sheer sleaziness. And oh, I love this. You barely hear the music when you're next to the engine. Oh, there was a There's a trainer there. Can I fight her? I'm just gonna see it, but yeah, I really love how you can barely hear the music when you're next to the engine, and yes, you can fight that picnicker, as it turns out. By the way, for those of you that have the European versions of Black and White, the Charizard Sea-Gear skin is now available. The password is EUPGL102011. Very similar to the one for Venusaur that was EUPGL092011. I'm going to make a really bold prediction right now and say that the Blastoise password is going to be EUPGL112011. So yeah, if you want the Charizard skin, you can download it since it's now available, but only for Europe, as I said. And but I don't know why you would do that, because you already have access to the Venusaur skin, which is infinitely cooler, as we all know. And on that note, it seems like Europe's been getting a lot of stuff before North America lately, such as that Dreamworld Mamoswine that was previously only accessible in France, but now it's been unlocked in a few more countries, such as Spain, I believe. I don't remember which others were, in which other countries it was available. Anyway, this is the Captain Cabin, and we found the old guy's granddaughter, and she's pestering the captain of the ship to play with him, but he's like, I'm just gonna read my book, thank you. Okay, now we gotta play hide and seek with her. Back in Gold, Silver, Crystal, you only had to talk to her and say that her grandfather was looking for her, but now we gotta play hide and seek. And by the way, just so you guys know, I don't remember where she is, so she's probably not in the trash can, else that would bring the term the trashy strolling is an eyesore to a whole new level. But okay, she's not in that area. She's not over there, getting her ears ruined by the engine. She's not up here either. Let's see, maybe in the room with all the beds. Oh, I think I see it. I think I saw her. Is it her? Oh yeah, I cornered the little girl all by myself. Aren't I a good little pedophile? And I better go back to my grandpa. And thus the errand is done. And this is the trigger that makes the SS Aqua dock in at Vermilion. I heard you entertain my granddaughter. That sounded so wrong, especially since I just did that pedophile joke. Anyway, Metal Coat. This is what's used to evolve Onyx into Steelix. And now that we've done everything we could in the SS Aqua for now, we're going to leave. And we are going to disembark in Vermilion City, our first steps into Kanto. I don't care what that guy back on Route 27 said. This is truly the start of a new adventure. So what we're going to do for the rest of this video, we're going to explore as much of Vermilion as we can. And, okay, it's not running today because we're Saturday, of course. It leaves for Olivine City on Wednesdays and Sundays, so that leads right into what I was about to say. We're going to explore as much of Vermilion as we can today. Then tomorrow, if there's anything left, we're going to take care of that first. And after that, we're going to re-embark the SS Aqua to head back to Olivine City because they're... Oh! Here's Suicune! And Eugene as well! Those two always appear one right after the other. Thought I could corner it. Well, hello! There's that nice big gap in the trees where it could run away from. Suicune prefers water! Congratulations! You are such a genius! A water Pokemon preferring water. Nobody's ever heard of that before. I mean, Suicune, it's a water type. It must like chilling in volcanoes and thunderstorms and stuff. And this guy here is telling us what I already told you. Trainers in Kanto have been ramped up in difficulty in this game. And Diglett's Cave as well as Route 11 are temporarily inaccessible because there's a big fat Snorlax in the way. We're going to have to take care of that later. So for now, the only place we really can go is Vermilion City. Let's start by checking out our first Pokemon in Kanto, folks! And thinking about going shopping in Saffron. Well, Celadon's not that far either, and it's got far better variety in terms of items. Team Missile Bomb is no longer in Guangdong. I just had to say it at least once. Okay, so we got the usual airmail and high-end balls and generic items that can be found at every Pokemart. Okay, nothing too interesting here, so let's get out of here. There's one building that I'm particularly looking forward to. And oh, I get it. This is how you get that item over there. When I was talking with Eugene, I was looking at that item and saying, how am I supposed to get that? But, okay, Luck and Sense. I'll be honest, I don't remember which baby this helps make. I think maybe Happiny. Don't know. And I don't care either for anyone who's thinking about commenting on that either, because we all know babies are a complete and utter waste of time. Over many years, Diglett dug a large tunnel. That tunnel goes to a distant town called Pewter City. Now, the way Kanto is laid out, there's that point of no return on Route 4, which means that anything between Route 4 and, you know, that huge arc that goes between Cerulean City and the Seafoam Islands can only be accessed through Diglett's cave once we wake up the Snorlax. So this is the Pokemon fan club, who is full of Pokemon enthusiasts. Lileaf! Yeah, thank you very much. And, our cherry... Oh, man! Oh, my God! This is what I've been looking forward to. You remember this guy from Crystal, right? This is the guy who sleeps with his Rapidash. And let's see what he's gonna say this time. Does he still sleep with his Rapidash after all these years? So, my precious Rapidash. Well, he still loves Rapidash just as much. Amazing, don't you think so? Oh, so wild, beautiful, kind. I love it. Hug it. It's warm and cuddly. No, it burns like hell, you idiot. It's a fire horse. But, he doesn't sleep with his Rapidash anymore. I really wanted to make fun of that just one more time, but at least I got a rare candy out of the deal. Oh, well, you'll still be the guy who sleeps with Rapidashes in my heart. Okay, so there are those two little things on the wall here. Let's all listen politely to other trainers, and the other... Yeah, if someone brags, brag right back. Oh, I didn't want to talk to Pupitar. Pupitar greeted Bayleaf! Wow, actually, I'm glad that I talked to Pupitar, because I didn't know that kind of message could happen, you know, greeting another Pokemon that's in the surroundings. This is actually fairly cool, I guess. I know I've said a million times that this feature is completely and utterly useless from a practical point of view, but it's still surprising just how much polish went into that. You know, the fact that it can actually greet another NPC's Pokemon that's nearby. I actually never knew that. I never really bothered. My Pokemon is preparing the land for construction, but I have no money. Yeah, that was the case 3 years ago as well, if you remember. This place was just as empty. Are there any items in the rocks? Okay, I think there might be one behind the smashable rock. I'm gonna have to think to come back here later once I have my Furret with me. Anyway, let's check out the Pokemon Center. I'm not gonna heal right now. I'm gonna do so off-screen because I don't want to waste your time with that. How do you wake it up? Well, that's an interesting question, and one that we're gonna have to get into later on, because as I said, there's a whole chunk of Kanto that we actually have to wake it up to visit. Okay, so we got them in Johto. Speaking of which, in a recent Japanese episode, we saw 3 badges from Unova that aren't actually in the game. Just thought I'd point that out. The fishing guru at the Lake of Rage wants to see the world's greatest Magikarp. I don't think this guy gives you anything, because the guy who gives you the Super Rod is on Route 12. Okay, so we're gonna have visited the entirety of Vermilion after all. Not bad. So tomorrow we're gonna head straight back on the SS Aqua to fight the second set of trainers that can be fought there.